Today, we're counting down the 10 must-watch TV series of 2026. From epic fantasy adventures and gripping crime thrillers to superhero action and unforgettable mysteries, these incredible shows deserve a spot on your watch list. Let's dive in and discover the best series of 2026. Coming in at number 10, Man on Fire. The story follows a former elite operative who is hired to protect a young girl after accepting what seems like a routine security assignment. As the two develop a close bond, unexpected danger turns their lives upside down and forces him back into a violent world he had hoped to leave behind. Driven by determination and haunted by his past, he embarks on a relentless pursuit of those responsible, uncovering a web of crime, corruption, and betrayal without knowing how far the truth will lead him. Coming in at number 9. Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord. The story follows Maul after the events of the Clone Wars as he attempts to rebuild his criminal empire on a remote world beyond the Empire's reach. Obsessed with revenge and determined to restore his influence, he manipulates dangerous allies and crosses paths with a disillusioned young Jedi Padawan who could become his newest apprentice. As Imperial forces tighten their grip on the galaxy, Maul's relentless pursuit of power leads him deeper into conflict, where loyalty, betrayal, and survival shape the rise of a new underworld empire. Coming in at number 8, Young Sherlock. The story follows a teenage Sherlock Holmes before he becomes the legendary detective. After being drawn into a dangerous conspiracy, the brilliant young investigator uses his remarkable intelligence and powers of observation to solve increasingly complex mysteries. Along the way, he uncovers hidden secrets, faces powerful enemies, and develops the deductive skills that will define his future. His thrilling journey blends mystery, action, and adventure, while revealing the origins of one of literature's greatest detectives. Coming in at number 7, The Boroughs. The story follows a group of elderly residents living in a peaceful retirement community whose ordinary lives are disrupted by an extraordinary supernatural threat. As strange occurrences spread throughout their neighborhood, they must overcome personal struggles and unite against a mysterious force determined to steal what matters most. Despite their age, the unlikely heroes rely on experience, courage, and friendship to confront terrifying dangers, proving that heroism has no age limit in this suspenseful, supernatural adventure. Coming in at number 6, Wonder Man. The story follows Simon Williams, a struggling actor whose life changes after he gains extraordinary superhuman abilities. Thrust into a world filled with heroes, villains, and public expectations, he struggles to balance his Hollywood career with his newfound responsibilities. While seeking his own identity, Simon discovers that fame and heroism often collide in unexpected ways. As larger threats emerge, he must learn what it truly means to become a hero, while navigating both the entertainment industry and the Marvel Universe. Coming in at number 5, Widow's Bay. The story is set in a secluded coastal town surrounded by eerie legends about mysterious disappearances and supernatural forces. When strange events begin disturbing the community once again, residents are forced to confront the dark history that has haunted the bay for generations. As fear spreads and long-hidden secrets come to light, unlikely allies search for answers while questioning whether the danger comes from ancient folklore or something far more terrifying lurking beneath the surface. Coming in at number 4, His and Hers. The story revolves around two journalists whose lives become entangled after a shocking murder shakes a quiet town. As each investigates the case from a different perspective, buried secrets, conflicting memories, and personal histories begin to emerge. Their search for the truth exposes hidden relationships and long-standing tensions that place both of them at the center of the mystery. With every new revelation, trust becomes increasingly difficult, and the line between witness, suspect, and victim grows dangerously blurred. Coming in at number 3, Spider-Noir. The story follows a weary private investigator in 1930s New York who once fought crime as the city's only superhero. Haunted by his mysterious past, he is pulled into a dangerous investigation involving corruption, powerful enemies, and hidden conspiracies lurking beneath the city's dark streets. As old wounds resurface, he must decide whether to embrace the heroic identity he left behind or continue living in the shadows. Blending detective noir with superhero action, the series explores redemption, sacrifice, and the cost of pursuing justice in a world consumed by crime. Coming in at number 2, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. The story is set nearly a century before the events of Game of Thrones and follows the unlikely adventures of Sir Duncan the Tall, a humble but honorable hedge knight, and his young squire, Egg. Traveling across Westeros, the pair encounter tournaments, political conspiracies, dangerous rivals, and powerful noble houses while striving to uphold justice in an often unforgiving world. Their journey reveals the everyday lives of knights and common people alike, blending heartfelt friendship, thrilling action, and growing tensions that quietly foreshadow the future conflicts of the Seven Kingdoms. Coming in at number 1, House of the Dragon Season 3. The story follows the escalating civil war known as the Dance of the Dragons as the rival Black and Green factions battle for control of the Iron Throne. With old alliances shattered and new ones forged, rulers, warriors, and dragon riders face impossible choices that threaten the future of House Targaryen. As betrayal, ambition, and vengeance spread across Westeros, the conflict grows even deadlier, drawing noble families into a brutal struggle where every victory comes at a devastating cost. Powerful dragons dominate the skies while political intrigue and personal rivalries shape the fate of an entire kingdom. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update.